Hello, friends. On my side, it's 11 o'clock. If you're joining us for the first time, my name is Lusanda Lamini, and I am your host for today. This is our second live every Monday at 11 o'clock. Sometimes I'm on my own, and sometimes I have special guests. And today I have a guest, Sarah Saffy, and she is the founder of a business that helps us have order in life. I see my aunt has joined us. I don't call her aunt though because she's still young. Moses Nobuhle Bubu, my dad's cousin. Thank you for joining us. I see Jesus is King Collective is also joining us. Mandy Bircher, I hope I'm not butchering your surname, is joining us as well. I'll just wait a bit. Thank you for joining me. I'm excited about today's conversation. I think it will help us bring order in our lives because life is lifing, life is busy. We started this year in gear number 6, and so thank you. Next week I have Elizabeth. I don't want to causalise her surname, but I think I'm going to causalise her surname. Next week I have Elizabeth Ramadigela. I know it's either a Pedi or her surname, and I haven't said it correctly. She's the audacious coach. She's a young lady, very entrepreneurial, very confident, a businesswoman, and she's an author. We're going to be speaking about her book. We're going to be speaking about her coaching, The Audacious Coach. I'm sure she will help us to live our lives audaciously. Hey? So welcome. The Organized Life is here. Sarah is joining us. So I think we can start so that I can honor her time and honor your time as well. For those that will watch this later, please do comment. It will be available on our Women of Reverence YouTube channel. So I'll welcome the Organized Life, Sarah. I'll welcome Carl. It's good to have you. And I hope I did accept. Oh, yay!
How are you?
We're both like, it has to work.
Yeah. That works. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining me. I was just welcoming Kyle Saff. Is that your brother-in-law or your husband?
It's my husband, Shane. He always supports these things for me.
Oh, we love it. We love it. We've got Asanda Kupe as well joining us. Welcome, Asanda. So basically today's conversation is just to speak about having orderly lives and just chat, have a conversation over coffee. Just be free. I will ask a few questions and you're most free to elaborate. A friend of mine has joined us, Oxo, as well. Welcome, Oxo. So I think it's people's desire to live orderly lives. I don't think there's anyone that just wakes up and say, you know what, I don't want to have an orderly life. It's our desire to have a peaceful life. And that's why I guess there's order as well in life and be productive. So before we even start with that, just as a foundation, that's the heart of most people, at least most women that I know. But I think it would be good, Sarah, just for you to introduce yourself, tell us about your business. What was the heart of your business, and then we can continue. Welcome, Nadia Lawson. I see you've joined us as well.
Perfect. Thanks, Lusanda. So basically, my story goes, I finished school, I got a degree in marketing, and most of my career I've been an executive PA and I've run a startup business managing a company that a surgeon friend started, and then COVID hit. And my friend, I just had my second baby, I had my COVID baby, and my friend sent me a message that said, Sarah, you've missed your life calling, look, watch this program. So that was the Home Edit on Netflix.
Okay.
And I watched that program and I just started jumping up and down, and a fire just lit up inside of me. And I thought, this is what I want to do with my life, because through COVID, the company that I was managing had closed. So I was like, now what? So then I started the Organised Life, which then was a professional home organizing business. And but then we felt that it was always a desire in our hearts to move to Ballito. So
Wow.
I grew up in Johannesburg, and 3 years ago we moved to Ballito. And I just felt like the Lord saying to me, He doesn't want me to organize women's homes for them anymore, but He wants me to teach women how to organize their lives in every area of their lives.
Wow.
So that is my journey that I've been on for the last 3 years, coming up with tools and systems to make life simpler and easier and create this order in our lives. And as a professional organizer, I found that my home was beautifully organized, but everything else was all over the show. I had information on my phone and in my screenshots, in my gallery, in my email, and I wanted to find order and make a place for everything, not just in my home, but with everything else in my life. So that's been my journey the last 3 years, and I now teach women how to organize their lives through online workshops and through a consulting service and organizing products.
Wow, wonderful. Now, Sarah, you said something very important, that everything, it actually convicts me. You have stuff on the phone. You had stuff on the phone, you had stuff in your emails and maybe in Google Drive and all of that.
Yeah.
Have you maybe worked with someone that was so disorganized that you helped them and put the systems in place, and you saw their lives transform? If you can share what particular maybe system you put in place, what particular change, and start with that, and then come and tell us what was the transformation that happened with
So
that lady.
I can share through my online workshops. A lot of professionals, I always used to think, what can I teach women? Like, surely women know how to organize their budgets or their calendars, etc. And that was like, I took quite a while to transition my business to the shift of teaching women. But through the online workshops, I've found that even corporate women, they don't have a budget. They don't have a calendar, which has quite surprised me a lot. And I'm dealing with a beautiful woman at the moment, who also a corporate woman, and she's never had a calendar. So the simple fact of just having a calendar in place, I've taught her the tools and what needs to be in her calendar. And I teach, should you have a personal calendar and a business calendar? Should you have both? What should be in your calendar? I teach everything that needs to be in there and what doesn't need to be in there, and how it can help you by having everything in one place. And the transformation that she has experienced is absolutely unbelievable, just from having a calendar. She says to me, Sarah, I've blocked out time for myself. I'm going for my nails. I have a rest day on Sunday. So I've taught her to live a balanced life in all areas of her life, and which she's using and putting into place in her life, in her calendar. So it's just beautiful to see that it's really, really helped her with such a simple tool that people know a calendar. But I take it a step further, and I add things such as your reminders, your to-do list. I help women time block their days intentionally, putting God first, making time for quiet time. Everything should be in your calendar: your exercise, your self-nurture, personal development, reminders, etc. So yes, it's been a beautiful transformation to see how it's helped her. And just living an organized life reduces the stress and overwhelm. As women, we've got to do our work. We've got to manage our children. We've got to manage our homes. We've got our marriages, and everything in life can get so overwhelming. And that's my heart, is just to help women to organize their lives so that they can put the right tools and systems into place and not be so stressed and overwhelmed and burnt out.
Sarah, I love it because first of all, I see the Organized Life planner. I hope you're putting a planner together, a printed planner. That's what I see. I think I shouldn't pay an 800 Rand planner that should be shipped from the States. So that's what I see. And I'm going to trust God for that for you. But secondly, you touched on something that I learned actually when I was still in corporate with my boss. At that time, I was not married. And I didn't understand it. And she said, and I wanted us to work on a tender on a particular Saturday and a particular time. And she said, Lusanda, no, that's my me time with my husband privately, not even with our kids. And I'm like, why are you jotting that down? You know, I said, Lusanda, if I don't, then it will never be a priority.
Absolutely.
It will never be a priority. I have to, because like now you're asking me, let's meet on a Saturday to work on a tender, and someone else is asking something, and the children are asking something, and it really speaks to what you've shared. We have to be intentional with what we are making a priority in our lives.
Absolutely, 100%.
And if we don't do that, it's not going to be done.
Absolutely, 100%. I think stewardship is a huge thing that we need to learn as Christian women. We need to be stewarding every area in our lives. And that's why the new way of my business has gone to teach women how to steward every area of their lives. And I'm sure you know the wheel of life.
Yes.
You get many different wheels of life that split your life into finances, marriage, wellness, etc. I've come up with my own, the Organized Wheel of Life.
That's awesome.
And I have split our life into faith, wellness, purpose, and family. And everything in our lives fits into these 4 categories. And I teach women exactly how to steward their lives according to godly principles. Because if you follow the Bible, that's God's instruction manual for us. How can you go wrong? So he teaches us how to steward our finances, our marriages, our homes. Proverbs 31 woman.
I will touch on that. Yes. Continue.
Our manual, it's all there. We just need to apply it. And that's what I help with. I help with the practical toolkits as women, how to organize everything. So yes, and you mentioned a planner. I have recently gained a beautiful partner in my business. I haven't introduced her as yet onto socials, but we've got so many beautiful things. She actually is watching at the moment. Her name's Mandy. And we've got so much exciting things in the future to turn this into a planner. Yes. All beautiful things, which I'm not going to let the cat out the bag quite yet, but we've got amazing things in the pipeline. So that will help women just to transform their lives and make life simpler, not so complex.
Wonderful. So with your services, so you don't go and help, because the first time we met, I think you helped women and you went into their homes, and I still love that service, but anyway, you went into their homes and helped them sort it out. But now you're equipping and you're educating and you're teaching them to do that. Online, I know that you are part of a business group. We're part of Confident Women Business, Confident Women in Business. Oh, Sarita will kill me. But you also speak at workshops, at women's events about this. Can you tell us, what do you normally speak about, and how does that maybe ignite something in the women, and what benefits you've seen when you speak? And I mean, those were business women
Yes,
So you speak
absolutely.
to homemakers, businesswomen, and all of that. But can you share more?
Yeah, I mean it's not just for business women, it's for any woman, whether whatever stage you are at in your life.
Mm-hmm.
And my heart is just really, before I answer your question, my heart is just, I saw this woman at school who attended a parent meeting, and she just broke down and cried and said, Sarah, I'm so overwhelmed, I can't do this. And that's just where my heart is coming from. So yes, I speak at events, and corporate women, I have seen that I've had many different reactions from women. And you can see one of the videos on my Instagram page where this woman, she runs a business with her husband, and she thinks she's got it all organized and into place. And she thought, oh, I'm just going to come to this workshop. But she thought, oh, what am I going to get out of it? You know, what can this woman teach me? And she said halfway through while I was presenting and talking, she thought, oh my word, I need this more than anyone else. And basically, because I've had the time, when I moved from Johannesburg to Ballito, I didn't work for 3 years. I reshaped and transformed the Organized Life to stop organizing women's homes for them, but now to teach them to organize their lives in every area. So I played around with ideas and toolkits and systems, and everything I teach is not just like a Canva template that I've just stuck. I've tried these things, I've changed these things, they're tried and tested, what works, what doesn't work. And as I speak, the woman then all of a sudden go, oh my word, okay, this woman can help me, because I've had the time to come up with these things. And I asked a few questions. I explained the difference between an unorganized life and an organized life. And I would ask women, do you have a vision? Is your vision in your head? Do you have goals? Do you have a strategy to actually achieve them? And the woman would listen, and it would spark a lot of seeds in their minds to think, oh my goodness, yes, there's a lot of things that I am talking about that they haven't implemented in their lives. So I said to women, when was the last time you checked when your medicine expired, or when your spices expired, or your condiments expired? And have you ever been driving and you got caught off guard when your passport's expired? I mean, where your driver's license expired, or you've had to travel and your passport is expired. So I have a system for absolutely everything. When you go to your doctor's appointments, and you know, if you're a new client, they give you a new client form, and you've got to fill out a new form, and they ask for your medical aid details, your blood types, your height, your GP's number, all of this information. And it's like, oh, where do you find this information? So I've come up with a system where it's at one click of a button, you've got all your information, it's all ready for you, and you can just fill out your form. And it's not the craziness of, oh, where do I find this? Where do I find that? Where do I find this? And I use everything on my phone and group everything. So all your photos belong together. What are we going to use your personal email for? Okay, we're going to use it for this. What are we going to use Google Keep Notes for? We're going to use it for this. What are we going to use Google Drive for? We're going to use it for this, etc., etc. So that's what I teach women, and I see the difference that we think we have organized lives, but because I've put in the time of 3 years of really going through every single detail of our lives, they've realized, sure, I really do need help.
I love it. Sarah, I want to touch on, I think when I wrote on the Instagram in the caption, is that when our lives are chaotic, we think we're productive, but we're not. Mentally, we might find that we're not at the peaceful place, if I can put it that way. Also, we find that spiritually, we're just all over the place because the noise around us, it might not be audio or voice noise, but just because you're not organized, you're everywhere. Have you worked with a client maybe that has felt, you know what, after I've organized myself, even my spiritual life, even my mental health was at peace? Can you maybe share a bit
Yes,
around that?
absolutely. It's all about time blocking. That's being intentional and putting the Lord first and sticking to it. And, you know, it's also, I teach women to put things in time block and be intentional with their time and steward their time wisely, because once time's gone, it's gone. You can't get it back. And we need to be making sure that everything in our lives, in every area in our lives, has the time blocked in our diary. So we've put in self-care, we've put in date nights, we've put in run through your budget, we've put in dates with your children so you can spend quality time, we've put in our church dates. And you know, when you for example go to church and life group, and you've put, I say, my husband and I, we run an online life group at our church as well, and I say to the women that I help, church and life group is non-negotiable in our calendar. It's non-negotiable. Whether we're feeling exhausted or tired or whatever, it's non-negotiable. And we've got to start being a bit more intentional and not so lazy as humans. Oh, I have a headache, I'm tired, I can't go to this. We've got to be kill our flesh and go and be consistent, because consistency is the key. And how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So just a little bit every single day will add up to big results. And it's what I teach is also yes, you can put things in your calendar, but this is not another to-do list that is overwhelming. It's to simplify and help your life. And if you don't win today, it's okay. Try again tomorrow. If you battle to exercise, try 10 minutes today. And try again. If you don't do it, try again tomorrow, etc. So yes, these things definitely do help.
Oh, wonderful. Sarah, I know you have an online workshop coming up. I would love for you to share more about that. And I know you've got a surprise for our ladies. So if you can share more about the online workshop.
Perfect. So I do online workshops where I teach women I go throughout the wheel of life, the organized wheel of life, in faith, wellness, purpose, and family. My next online workshop starts on the 31st of March. It's a Tuesday, online via Microsoft Teams. And that is from 7:30 to 8:30. And it runs over a period of 4 weeks for an hour each week. And I teach women in the 4 areas what tools and systems they can implement into their lives and how to organize their lives in every single area. So my offer is out there now. I'm offering ladies who join, what's the date today? It's Tuesday.
The 16th, Monday the 16th.
Monday, by Friday, if the ladies book, they get 10% off. The next workshop, yes.
All right. So I'll put it up on our Women of Reverence, the ministry I lead. I'll put it here on as well on the stories, that if they book between today and Friday the 20th, they get 20% off. But obviously, Sarah, guys, will send me more information that I'll put as well there, so that you're aware. We'll put it on the caption here as well, and so that people are aware. And besides the online workshop, do you have anything else? Maybe you want to share?
I offer online consulting service as well. And that is if ladies just need the one-on-one support with me, and they can say, okay, I'm really battling in this area, please help me. And I just consult and help them to organize in the area where they are battling with. And that's at a time that suits them and myself, and is online as well.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah.
So we are going to close here. I think Sarah's details are on our caption, on my caption. They will be obviously again shared after this. This talk will be available on Women of Reverence YouTube channel, Women of Reverence YouTube channel, and you can watch it later. But I've known Sarah with long time ago. She helped a friend of mine who was a life coach, and I think you were still in Northgate at that time, Heather Church. I don't know if you remember. You helped her, I think, organize her first coaching workshop.
Yes.
I think that's how I met you. That was 2018 or
Yes.
something. And I've just watched you help women maintain and manage and organize their home. And obviously God has changed and diversified your business.
Yes.
Now you educate and equip them, which brings us to Proverbs 31, where God teaches us as a woman, you wake up early, you prepare for your maidservants, you invest where you can make profit, you organize, and even if you have staff in your business and so forth, but you put systems in place so that they can also prosper and you prosper. And I know you work a lot from that scripture as well. Thank you so much, Sarah, for joining me. Thank you to Mandy as well, who just joined today, us, and is working on the background. I'm sure maybe we'll have her here some other time on some other thing as well. And thank you to everyone who's joined us here. Join me again next Monday. I have another guest, Elizabeth, joining me, the audacious coach. She's a young lady. She loves the Lord, extremely good in business, extremely good as a coach, but she's also an author. Her book is on pre-sale. You can pre-order. And her book will also be available in September. So please do join us. Thank you, everyone who's joined us. I see wonderfully Us1 joined. Darren August also joined us. Thank you very much. Have a good day, Sarah. And we're looking forward to that online workshop.
Thank you so much, Lusanda. Thank you so much.
All right. Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye-bye.